Gemini. This is Maritza of the Sybil Heart, and welcome to your monthly tarot reading. I have been pulling a card from the Mexican bingo set, Loteria, to represent the sign that I'm working with. And for Gemini, I chose el músico, or the musician. And the reason that I chose the musician is because Geminis are known for communication and being able to express different moods and ideas. And I feel like the musician can do that in such a way that what they're feeling on the inside is expressed very clearly. And as a Gemini sun myself, that's what I always try to do, although sometimes it's not that easy for me, like I struggle. But I felt like the musician as a symbol of Gemini worked quite well, because they both communicate, like their goal is to communicate through their expression, their art, their whatever, so and then before I get started, the one thing I want to mention is that this reading can be for Gemini sun, moon, rising, or for those of you who have Gemini in another placement. Or if you're not a Gemini at all, but you feel like you have Gemini vibes, then this reading is for you. Okay, and I'm using the Tarot Nova by Dennis Fairchild and Julie Paschkis. Okay, what messages do you have for Gemini? What messages do you have for Gemini? Okay, we have the Six of Wands reversed, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, what I'm seeing in this reading is that there is a misunderstanding between two aspects of yourself. One part of you is very much logical, and listens to reason. I'm struggling to say stuff, but okay. So one part of you is logical, listens to reason, and is very clear in the way that they arrive to their conclusions. And then the other aspect that is kind of clashing with this aspect is the King of Pentacles reversed, which makes me think that there's a part of you that wants to be more impulsive, but your reasoning is saying that really isn't a good idea. The King of Swords within you is saying, is stating all the ways that this impulsive action can be wrong or get you into trouble in some way or be too risky somehow. And it's really causing you to feel like there's a misunderstanding within yourself. Hi, Mama. So let's see if there's any reason for this to be happening right now. What are the details of the situation? We have the Magician, which is Mercury, which rules Gemini, as well as Virgo. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. And we have the Ten of Swords. So the situation that's happening is that your personal conflicted feelings are coming from a situation that is already inherently conflicting and turbulent, and it feels kind of like you're in a whirlwind and you really don't know which direction you're going in or where you're going to land. With the, excuse me, with mine, with the Magician card, one of the things I'm seeing is that you want to be focused, and I'm kind of blending the King of Swords with the Magician card here. There is this need or desire or a goal for you to become more focused within the chaos of the situation that you're in. So with Mercury present, with the magician present in the reading. I'm seeing that there's this psychological dynamic, a situation happening within yourself that is about the image that you want to portray to the public, but it is completely different from who you really are. Or, putting it another way, it is completely different from the person that you believe yourself to be. And so that's where all of this personal inner conflict is stemming from. With the 10 of Wands, this is definitely a feeling like you've bit off more than you could chew. It's a very worrisome situation. Although I'm going to say, like, this is more troubling for you than it would be for another person. Perhaps because Geminis have a lot of nervous energy, like, naturally. So there's definitely, I feel like there's going to be a resulting situation where you're going to feel like you're going to need to overcompensate for something, or you're going to the phrase that's coming to my mind is fake it till you make it. So you're just gonna have to struggle through whatever the situation is, until it either calms down or blows over, or just you feel like you've reached the eye of the storm, and then when you reach that point, you can figure out what to do and prepare for the rest of the storm. And then as an outcome card, let's see. What is the outcome of this reading for Gemini? Okay, we have the High Priestess reversed. So okay, so what I'm seeing, okay, let me just say, as from personal experience, as a Gemini myself and with other Geminis tend to stay on the surface of things, especially when they're dealing with if it's your inner world versus the outer world. When you're facing the outer world, you tend to stay on the surface. You don't like to to go any deeper than what's in the shallow end. But that's only with other people. When you're by yourself, when you're doing things for your inner world, that's when you go real deep. And sometimes it goes too deep, where it starts to feel overwhelming. And also, I'm seeing, like, you may be feeling like you're out of touch with yourself. Like you can't figure out who you are in the situation that you're in right now. And it makes you feel disconnected with yourself, and it makes you feel unaware. And it may even cause you to be a bit self-destructive. And I'm thinking that's coming from the King of Pentacles as well, because the King of Pentacles is reversed in this reading. And while the King of Pentacles upright usually is very practical and grounded and very self-controlled, the King of Pentacles reversed has a lot of trouble with controlling their impulses, and that can lead to very self-destructive or potentially self-destructive behaviors. And I feel like the High Priestess is also pointing to that tendency. So I feel like what the Magician and the High Priestess are both saying is that there's a need for you to connect to your personal, what am I trying to say? There's a need for you to connect to yourself by going deeper. But what I mean by that is, like, if something touches you profoundly and it brings a lot of emotion and feeling from you, try to figure out why that particular thing does that to you. What is it that you have to work through that thing? Like, for example, last night I was watching clips of a movie, and they were just clips, like those little shorts on YouTube, and even though I didn't know the context of the story, the little story being told through the, I don't know, however long the clip was, really caught me off guard emotionally, and I started to cry a little bit. And so I tried to figure out why that was. And it turns out that, I eventually figured out why. And it was actually personal, so I'm not going to get into it. But if there's a story or a piece of music or some kind of work that really tugs at your heartstrings, try to figure out why, because that will help you connect to yourself. In a way that you probably haven't done so in quite a while. If the reading is any indication to go by. And once you do that, once you dive deeper within yourself and figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling, that is the gateway to connecting to yourself again, right? You'll begin to feel like your usual self again, and you won't have these conflicting feelings because you have gotten to the core of yourself. Okay. Another thing I'll point out with the High Priestess is that I feel like I'm doing this a lot with many of the readings for the signs, but I will suggest that therapy is a good starting point. Actually, therapy is an excellent starting point to connecting with yourself. So I will recommend therapy if you can. Speaking to a trusted friend is also another way. Someone you can really connect with. And then in terms of astrology, we have air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the King of Swords. We have earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn with the King of Pentacles. We have the planet Mercury with the Magician. And we have Pisces in shadow with the High Priestess. And basically, Pisces in shadow is like what we've been talking about. It's a profound disconnection with yourself. That's causing you to lose, I guess in a sense it is lose control of yourself if you can't control your impulses, or you let your impulses take over. So that's something we should be careful of. So that is the reading for Gemini. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.